You asked for assignment, Hekate sent me, so we are going to look into this together. This feels weird. That's why I'm taking a deep breath. It feels weird. Not in like a bad, like, oh my god, you know, these horrible things are going to happen. It just feels like you chose a direction in life that I think that your spirit team was very, like, caught off guard by. Does that make sense? Like, great example of this. If you were going to go to school to be a biologist, you completely shifted. Now you're going to trade school, right? Like, this feels very free will oriented. So that's what the message is going to be about. I do have cameos, by the way. If you guys want personal reads, they are severely discounted. They're heavily discounted, so check them out. But we have the King of Swords. We have the Six of Swords. We have the Three of Cups in reverse. We have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. The Page of Swords in reverse. Star. I feel like the reason you pivoted so hard towards whatever this could be love, this could be career, this could be somewhere you wanted to move, whatever, a project, a hobby even, is because I think that you're trying to prove something to yourself. And whilst it's not necessary, once again, you have free will. So when I'm seeing that Six of Swords, I think that there it is. Hekate is saying that there used to be an era of your life where you were really scared of change. You were really scared of anything that, like, kind of just pushed you super far out of your comfort zone. And I think that somewhere down the line in this past year or two, you ended up aligning with a much, much more confident, structured version of yourself. And you learn not to be so anxious at change. You learn not to be so scared of X, Y, and Z in your life. So what's happening is that now you're back in this familiar space and you're not held back by the restriction of fear anymore. And I think that you're taking advantage of that. With the King of Swords, the Six of Swords, you're moving out of that anxious energy. You're taking initiative. You're trying to drive forward to prove to yourself something. Now, my biggest concern is that this is supposed to be an era where you heal, not where you end up back in a space that exhausted you. So if you find that you're tired, if you find that you're overwhelmed, that you're exhausted, that you're just kind of over it, listen to that. Because that's not going to get better the deeper you get into the process. It's going to get worse the deeper you get into the process. And I think that you fully recognize that what you had constructed leading up to this, you know, whatever life, relationships, whatever, there was a lot of truth in that. And I keep hearing from her, you need to reshape some things. You don't need to completely reinvent them or to write them off. So take that information as you will and do with it as you will. But this doesn't feel like an era where you just kind of blow something up and throw yourself into something different. It feels like you're supposed to be reinventing something you've already spent a lot of time, energy, and effort investing your energy into. Okay? So, you got this. Keep going.